Okay. This is the needle, right?
Oh.
You look at.
Yeah, yeah.
下面是针。
对不对 ？No. 当你做这样 when you do this，它不会烧到。
不要太深。
If we do this, 100% into it, it's gonna be too close. But if you let this part touch the skin, this part will sizzling, burning your skin. But this part won't burn your skin. Won't burn. You don't. Well, it might burn, but you don't feel the burn. You don't feel nothing. Yeah. So when we do this, we want to choose a little bit thicker and a little bit deeper in order to hold a weight on the top.
So you use this kind or you use a loose one? You have to use this.
I often use this kind.
Yeah.
This one has better result, I know, but,
but
it's easy to fail off.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna burn patient. I
see.
use this one. But I'm gonna share guys the good points as you mentioned, because I don't know in the future if I have time to, if I will mention. Okay, you see, if I put this directly, sometimes it's a block things. Oops, oh, that's good. Changing another one. Yeah, those are not very
good
quality control. This is it. This can go through. Because you see, this is the twisted, so it's not okay.
Oh.
If we bring like this, this gonna get burned beyond the paper. It's gonna come to your skin. Its origin design is supposed to stop here, but it's not gonna stop here. It's gonna burn down. So what I do is, well, I will use another burn off. I put this first.
Isolate.
Yeah.
So you have to keep the old one.
Yeah. So every time I keep the old one, become the new one's cushion. So this give about 1 centimeter protect. You know, if you want more protection, you can add a paper, make sure it don't fall off. But normally it won't fall off. This is easy to fall off. Yeah. So you insert a business card, cut a insert. But I don't like to use anything because I want the heat to kind of go to the, you know, it's blocked the heat. It's blocked the heat. Yeah. See?
艾灸能够治食道胃瘤吗？
可以。Moxa brushing like acupuncture can treat any kind of disease, but just depend on the way you do. Let's say you ask me about digestion issue, right? You're gonna use Moxa mainly on your digestion part, middle back, or the stomach, or 足三里. Those are, you know, you might not gonna do on your shoulder, right? Of course, if you do your shoulder, there may be some meridian effect help your digestion. You don't know, but normally you don't treat a stomach problem on your shoulder. I'm just to give a general speaker. But with a higher level, I can use any part to treat any part, because I can use skills to guide any part go to any part, you know. But in general speaker, you treat whatever the local area has the problem with the local treatment. That's for public use. Like I say, you guys don't have, for example, you don't have acupuncture training, you have shoulder pain. Don't say, hey, treat your ankle to treat your shoulder. No, it's for me to treat you. I will put it down. But to you, I will say, okay, do this on your shoulder. You know what I mean? So it's a good question. Yes and no. You know, because she asked if I can treat a specific problem like digestion. But I told her, you know, yes, you can treat directly, you know, or you can treat indirectly. But the indirectly is mostly belong to a professional. Yeah. But the beautiful part is indirectly. You know, it's kind of like a mystery. Like, how can you treat my ankle to solve my shoulder problem? you didn't touch my shoulder, right? But this was experience because he knows how energy, how everything goes, how the muscle, how the meridians, how the ligaments, how body connected.
I have a question.
Sure.
While looking at this, I can see this, for example. You see how it's doing towards this back area and back here. As a massage therapist, I get a lot of people that have these these kind of problems.
Mhm.
So is it better to do massage first and then that, or that and then massage?
Amazing question. When you do Moxa Bishi, you can do directly with nothing. But it is always suggested to open the back, open the points. The open points you can rub it, just get the muscle, get used to your touching, or make it warm. Just like when you go run, you might wanna warm up. But it's okay, you can run. You don't have to warm up. But so when we treat patients, there's so many detailed things you can do. It's a part of the art. Yeah. Some details, is gonna be built of the whole acupuncture treatment. Sometimes I will use when I'm Moxa Bishi the people, the person I will do kind of like a rubbing. Sometimes I just do it. Sometimes I do like this. Sometimes I do this. Sometimes I do this. So there's a many ways to do. I think today our topic is more focused on the theory. Next time, when we know theories, next time when we do body, it's just very beautiful. It's easy because you already have something in your brain, and it's gonna be very, 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 very interesting. Help people, very, very great. The person was cold, had a problem, had pain, you solve it. Very simple movement. Then you started to think, oh God, this is a gift for God. Like a more supernatural belief, into it, which is good. But keep it inside. Don't say supernatural things in public. Keep it inside. Keep your God inside. Yeah. When I treat my patient, I always keep my God inside. I don't easily share. Some people would like to share. They say, hey, Steve, I want to have you talk with you, blah, 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 some religion or whatever beliefs. I can start share if the patient. If I think I'm safe to talk to this patient. Otherwise, you don't know what his religion is. But in you are free to have your own belief. And the belief is the essence of the treatment. Any question?
So the basic is the heat and the intention.
Exactly. The heat. Not even the heat. The energy. Heat is the one way to show energy. But energy can use 100 ways to show. Right? Can express. Right? We used to use our own human way to expand things. Let's say we might live in multi dimensions, but we think it's 3 dimensions. So when we expand 4D dimension, 5D dimension, we still use 3D's idea to express 3D, 5D. But we didn't know it's exactly at this moment everywhere, But we still try to figure out, Like I say, if you are hungry, I'll give you rice, I'll give you bread, it's for your stomach. But nowadays people like, what's inside the bread? Am I getting sugar high if I eat too much rice? But I just want you to treat you hungry. You're hungry, right? I'll give you rice. Don't question me what's inside the rice. I don't know what's inside the rice. The rice original, the rice itself has the answer. Why do you want me to prove that the rice can treat you hungry? I can't prove the rice. It's just the rice. The action itself can prove everything. Why I want the additional proof? Proof for what? You know what? Because we are often used to be thinking I need to prove to this how this is gonna work. The answer of this work is give you everything.
Is this store reserved one day out of the week, only clinic? Is it?
Oh, my business is everyday office, everyday business. Okay. Questions?
And the patient is treated here?
I have an office. I have an office here.
Here, right here.
Yes. Yeah.
Why is it this finer process produce more smoke now?
Because I lay down to
Oh.
give you the opportunity to change inside. Yeah. Oh, the other things I want to mention. The other smoke or temperature control is ash. With many time, people think scrape away the ash, right? But yes, you do scrape away the ash. Once you scrape away the ash, the heat is gonna come up more. But people forgot ash controls smoke and controls temperature. So if you don't want too much heat again, you're gonna gently You can like a design. You're gonna gently scrape the ash you want and then leave some ash. If some area you want more heat, you can scrape off more. So this particular area will have more heat. So you can use ash to manipulate the heat. That's another skills. So but most of the time just let's take ash. Let's take ash. Continually take ash. Yes, continue to take ash. You faster burning speed. You increase the heat. Increase the heat. But sometimes you really don't want you want the ash to control it. The ash can provide amber heat. Amber heat, right? Amber, right? Like a not flame.
Yeah.
Amber. Ash is a very good material to control. Even in some exhibition tools like those, if you want to control smoke, you can add a layer of ashes. The ashes absorb a lot of smoke, amazingly. And the ashes can do another thing is ash can treat the blister from burn. Because when you do this, you have risk. You don't have risk to burn patient. Either it's an accident, there's no question. It is burn. It's just your fault. But a lot of time, patient don't even feel burn. But after treatment, patient feel burn. This is the healing result, healing process. But it's always too late to say, oh, it's good. Because sometimes it feels like you want to make up of your mistake. No, I didn't make up. It's not a mistake. It is good. But I will tell patient before, you do have a risk to burn. Two reasons. One is accidental burn. My fault, no question. But the other thing is you might feel one time like a little heat, but the heat gone. But this one time actually causes your burst. Or you feel not enough. You always want to heat. You don't complain it's too hot because your body don't feel. Later it causes burn. But those burn are a good burn, you know. But if I tell you later, it's kind of like I'm like a lie. But no, I tell you first. So very important to help people first. 90% of the time you don't burn patient, but if you burn, it happens. You do let patient know. Always be honest. If it's my fault, it's my fault. Most patients will forgive you. Even we live in the country has a lot of lawyers, but just be true to yourself. It's okay to get burned. Sometimes I would like, oh yes, it's a burn. You're gonna complain. You're gonna complain to me what? Now, if you go to surgery, you can have a scar. Will you complain your scar from surgeries? No, right? But why? I'm healing you. I'm treating you. I accidentally or not accidentally burns you, cause a temporary scar. It's gonna heal eventually, right? But why you have so much complaint of that? But why you don't complain your surgical doctor? There's a something you get and something you spend, right? It's a cost, something costs you. This cost is so little, just cause you a burn, and it gives you so much better treatment. You still complain, so you're not suitable for my treatment. Bye bye. Sayonara.
If you get burned and you get blisters,
yes,
and you can cover it with ashes.
With ashes, the ashes will faster the burning heat speed and anti-inflammatory, anti-infection, and stop pain immediately.
So we should collect some ashes at home just in case.
Yeah, in case, but you don't have to because every time you do this treatment, you have a lot of ashes, and this ashes is very good nutrition for plants. Very very good nutrition for plants, and this ashes in old time people actually laundries, laundries use ashes, and so ashes is a good material.
So the ash doesn't have to be recently burned. You can save it, like you said, and use it.
Yeah, but you can. Yeah, it's right. But normally I don't save it because every time I use it, everyone ashes. Yeah. So ashes is very important. But is this interesting? Think about it. Before ashes, the life is to give you to energy, but the ashes is a counteract to what it gives to you, right? One is to heat you, one is to cool you. So it's very interesting.
How often do you give this class?
Oh,
Every Saturday.
I also this later because some of my personal because it's a recording. I try to answer generally about the knowledge, about my personal how much you charge. What time you open? I'll talk to you later after class. What else?
Does this help skin problem?
Skin problem? Yes, it does. It does. You can use a lot of herbs can help the skin, but you can use masturbation to adding the penetration power to the skin. Let's say there's certain herbs like ring, R-E-N, ring, or I don't know, forgot about the name, but there's some Chinese herb. Many Chinese herbs can treat skin problem. So you apply the skin, it works, right? But if you add a little bit masturbation, you added both into your body. That's what you do for masturbation.
For girls' menstrual pain, should they get a treatment before their period or after?
In general speak, when they have menstruation, don't do that. But before, after, both okay. But in my practice, I do anyway. The reason is, the reason we tell people don't do that on menstruation is we don't want to get troubles. Because without doctors there, if she bleeds more, she might worry. But bleed more is my purpose. I want you to bleed more to wash out all the blood, you know. So if I do that, she don't worry. If she does it herself at home, she will worry. But if you don't do menstruation, you don't have such a worry. You don't see it. So when you have menstruation time, you don't do it. The menstruation show you what you're supposed to do, right? But if you have menstruation, you do it yourself. It kind of interfere your cycle. It's good, but people, don't know. They kind of worry. So for not worried people, I say, oh, don't do menstruation. But to me, I like to do menstruation. Some girls, they have menstruation cramp because of the too cold inside. When they have menstruation, you do it, the cold gone immediately, just gone. Yeah. So you can do it in the menstruation, technically, but you kind of say, okay, don't do it. Like when patient have too much question, the question is coming from insecure. You just take it easy to them. Yeah, that's. Like I highly recommend people do this kind of treatment, this kind of low temperature, because of less opportunity to burn. But if me, I would do a lot of this, because
Effective.
Yeah. Any questions? So if no question, or you can still have a question. We're gonna finish today's class. Next class, we're gonna have some body work. Yeah. At the same time, we have body work. I will put more of the fingers, so it's like interactive. If I only sit down and talk this, no fun. We do, and we talk. The contents of the theory will be more rich by the time we practice. Am I understood? My way of talking, very rich English. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
And all of these, you sell these here, everything here.
I actually sell this to my patients if they can do it at home. But my intention is to introduce this. There's a lot of business opportunity of this, but it's kind of like a personal hobby. But for generally speak, I would like my passion is to let people know those. Yeah.
When you sell this with this inside, or we have to buy this separately?
It's separated because you're gonna choose which material. Because this is a bag is $20. This a bag is $20. This a bag is about $10-12. So it's double price. Like me in clinical, I actually use this kind of a lot. Why? Because I can control the ash. I can control the smoke very well. I don't have to be like this. So how I control? Like you can see, this is smoke bigger than this, right? What I do is, if I want to treat patient, I cover. That's why my clothes become so. You see?
What material
No smoke.
is this?
Sample.
Cotton, 100%, 100% natural. It could be the
帆布啊。
就是棉或者麻 any kind of 100% natural, You see? Oh, question, how do you turn off? Very, very simple. You never turn off with waters. You cover with foil, let it head down. Well, you probably want to have another kind of like cardboard, because you don't want to burn the cables. And remember one thing, it happened to me a lot is, I have too much confidence. I left this, and this slowly burn the whole thing. So what I do is I have another foil, cover the top, or I have some kind of a book, or a food wrap it. So to make sure inside doesn't have oxygen. That's it.
Head and
Turn off this, same thing. Yeah. If you do this way, not very well, but this way,
head
more
down.
safe. Yeah, head down. But head down, make sure don't burn your table.
Yeah.
This is okay, but some plastic or whatever it's gonna be burned. Okay, every time you scrape out this, you wanna push out more a little bit. Okay? Little bit inner or flat the surface. But there's a use inside the surface. There's another way of use this to purposely make it inside. I will introduce you my tree. So it's good. Okay, so we're gonna for today finish. Thank you for watching. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
温度很低耶，这样子看到好像有没有疗效？